I am Allie Rae. I am a content creator with OnlyFans, and you are listening to the #1 financial podcast, Cash Daddies.
I know. Okay, I'm over here. Okay. Does it have?
I do that every time homeless people come here. I'm like, hey, bro, hey, homie, we don't got problems unless we got problems. Okay.
Cash Daddies. Cash Daddies. Cash Daddies. Cash Daddies.
Cash Daddies is for entertainment purposes only. You'd be an idiot to listen to anything these degenerates say. Invest at your own risk, do research, but seriously don't listen to these ass clowns. Now enjoy Cash Daddies.
Welcome to Cash Daddies. We're banking fatties.
Yes, we are.
Here we are, a couple of silver spoons, just hanging out. We got a great show for you. I hope you had a great week, crushing it. Howie, how are you?
Awesome. Good week, brother.
You made some money?
Solid. Things are heading in the right direction, baby. Plug power.
I'm being honest with you. Me too. Evan, how are you?
Living the life.
You look excited. You look shredded.
As always.
You know, right? Are you scoring? Are you getting any ass off of Cash Daddies?
No. No.
We're
That's
trying.
That's all for my girl. That's all.
He's got a girlfriend now, Sam. He's married.
Oh, look who's all grown up.
Yeah.
Grown up. Yeah.
Where'd you meet her, on Tommy G's Discord?
Oh. No, she's from home.
All right, and finally, to know him is to love him. He's the cat mom himself. Come on, it's Chris Neff, everybody.
Yeah. So I had a great week. I had one of my best weeks. The market was very green to me this week, and I'm very grateful for that. Personally, I feel, and this is a question I have for you. Do you ever feel like somebody's entering your dreams at night and like fucking up your mojo, or you'd call it loosh probably?
Yeah, loosh. Yeah.
I don't have any proof, but I'm either doing, what is that shit when you're sleeping and you're paralyzed?
Sleep
paralysis.
That's it.
That's how it used to happen to me.
Yeah, or somebody's coming in and fucking stealing my dreams and making me sleepwalk because I'm waking up and I find scratches on my body and dents in my fucking shins. And it's been a little rough, but the market has balanced that out, so I'm happy on that. We got a lot to talk about this week. Pretty big week. We had the OnlyFans flip-flop, which has affected some of the crypto picks we've made with Cum Rocket. And then this goes out to the readers. I keep getting readers saying, is it time to buy into BABA or Chinese stocks in general? I'm not touching them. I don't know. I'm curious to find out. Maybe we talked about this before, Howie, but BABA is down 43% in the last 12 months. And everybody keeps coming at me saying, is this time to buy? And I still say it's not.
There's a Chinese coffee company that I'm starting to look at. It's called
Don't say Luckin.
Yeah.
That's a fucking scam.
No, have you seen what it's done the past 2 months?
Yeah, but they've already been proved to be cooking books and total scumbags.
Yeah, but here's the problem. No, I don't. Let me see. It's Luckin Coffee. Now listen. Here's the problem. Here's the reason you got to look at it, Chris. Because who owns this? Who owns this company?
Nobody that knows how to do the books properly.
The Chinese government basically owns it. The company should have gone bankrupt like 3 times. And why does the stock keep going up? Because the Chinese government just dumps in.
Okay, so you're talking about playing this for a swing, but not holding it.
I don't know. I've been watching it. I'm not doing anything with it yet, but I have watched it go from 8 up to like 13 over the past 2 months. And if you look at that stock, 5 years ago, or 2020, not even 5 years ago, in 2020, the stock was trading at 52.
Yeah, that's before it was outed as a massive fraud. That's why.
It may have been then, but something shady's going on now because the Chinese government basically stopped in, opened up some regulations and it loosened shit up, and the stock's starting to jump again.
You know what loosens my shit up?
No, I have no idea.
Accidents,
Dick?
No.
Coffee.
Coffee and Metamucil every morning.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Well,
You
That's
know,
one to look at.
China's interesting, Howie. And, you know, it's like XRP, right? You know, we talk about this a lot. It's
Yeah.
like a banker's coin. Should you not get into the banker's coin? Is the banker's coin going to be something they're going to blow up? Because that's what bankers do. So that's the dance. So if this coffee shop is ran by the Chinese government, it's like, how long do you hold that bag? Because I mean, this is what China does, man. They pull the rug constantly just to fuck with everybody.
yeah, of course they do.
Well, there's a lot of talk that, you know, if
But
they
you-
keep pulling their fuckery, that they're going to get delisted. So there's
But you know, Chris, that is the Starbucks of China. There's a thousands and thousands of these Luckin coffee shops over there.
yeah, but isn't your fear that there's going to be government regulation at some point and all these Chinese stocks are just going to get kicked off the exchanges?
It makes you wonder. I mean, that is a fear, but I don't know if they would do that. I mean, this company's been around since 2019, and it's shit. I'm looking at it because it's gone from 8 to 13. in the
And
past
I
month.
guess all I'm saying is do your research, because there's
Oh, you're
so
taking
much,
a chance. There's definitely no doubt it's a higher risk. by
right.
any
But I'm
kind.
saying take a deep dive into their shady past. Milk and sugar, please.
What am I? The Chinese coffee shop?
Well, I'm not trying to take a shit right now. I want to enjoy my coffee. It's like I'm an asshole for asking for a milk and 2 lumps.
Jesus
fine.
Christ.
Oh my God.
This is something I want to bring up while Sam's on the show. Evan, I sent you a clip earlier and I have my timing off on it, but the Federal Open Market Committee met last week and Powell had some statements on the possibility of an American centralized currency.
The Feds likened stablecoins to prime money funds and noted they have the same vulnerabilities but with less transparency. The comments came after previous statements made by Fed Chair Jerome Powell that a U.S. central bank digital currency, or CBDC, could eliminate the need for stablecoins completely.
Pause it, please. So Powell's coming out and saying, you don't need stable coins,
Yeah.
okay? If there's a government-backed currency that's digital, that's a pretty big statement. So I don't know if that means shots fired at Tether or any of these other stable coins that may be a little shady, but he's basically saying there's no need for stable coins if the government has their own coin. What are your thoughts on that?
Well,
I mean,
here's the whole thing. It's like, how can they? All they're trying to do is figure out a way that they can position themselves to control as much of the currency as possible. And now they're like, okay, all these coins are backed, and you know, I learned this here on this show. Thank you, Chris. Neff.
stable coins.
Stable coins. Now you control the thing that it backs all these digital currencies. What a great way to try to control the narrative.
Well, not only that, but to completely centralize decentralized finance, the whole point that crypto is.
100%. That's what I'm saying. You said
Yeah.
it way smarter than me, but that's the whole thing.
There's
How
a
do we-
lot that I say a lot smarter than you.
Let's not go crazy here.
Okay.
But the point is that this is another way for them to position themselves to control everything.
And then if you don't mind, can you queue up, by the way, this video I'm showing is courtesy of CoinGeek, who I found via Kurt last week, and it's a very informative website. So I encourage any readers, if they want to stay up on this stuff, to subscribe to CoinGeek. But CoinGeek, I read about crypto fights on BSV. Do you guys know what crypto fights is, dog?
Crypto fights?
Yeah.
No, but I'm in.
Okay, Evan, go ahead and cue up the original time on that video, because I wasn't aware of any of this. It's some nerd dork shit, just so you
Of
know.
course. Well, isn't that kind of about the guest you guys just had on? Is kind of, we've had people who fight with people, not Safe Moon with Safe Moon.
Right. Well, but this is different. This is a much bigger scale. So, E, do you know anything about crypto fights?
I know nothing. I was gonna ask Kurt about it, and I didn't get the chance.
Bunch of
Yeah,
nerds
well-
throwing Crayola crayons at each other.
Well, it's a game, but it's a game where you're going to be able to make money inside the virtual world. And according to this tweet, we just hit 1 million transactions since the game's relaunch yesterday. So go ahead and press play if you don't mind, Evan.
The game quickly hit 1 million of transactions right out of the gate after its relaunch last weekend. It reached an all-time high of 2 million transactions within 24 hours on August 23. Crypto Fights is a highly entertaining and revenue-generating game that produces massive transactions. It stores large amounts of data on-chain, making the blockchain-based game a real business. It is built on BSV, the largest
Okay, so
public
that's enough.
blockchain
So my
backed
question, this is news to me. I mean, I knew about World of Warcraft and like mining for digital gold, but you basically could go on this game, plug into the Matrix, and entertain yourself and make money at the same time. It's almost the perfect combination of gambling and entertainment that I've ever seen. I wasn't aware of this at all.
I don't find this completely and utterly, new. I'm sorry.
And I agree. It's new to me because I didn't know about it.
I
But what it
just find
says
it
to me,
be a different form of tipping.
right? But what's the audience is what you need to ask yourself. Children love video games. Okay, so the Bitcoin or the crypto world is clearly marketing itself to younger users because they see them as a source of revenue for their entire lives. I wasn't aware of any video games like this.
Well,
So my
That's
point
like
is,
teaching. Go ahead.
There is Zed Run. I don't know if you've heard of Zed Run. It's literally horse racing. You buy a horse with
Zed's
ETH.
dead, baby.
It's a NFT, and you buy them. People are making hundreds of thousands of dollars from online horse races.
Oh my God. Like the horse race world wasn't already rigged. And now we can bet on digital horses.
By the way, I went to the horse track Thursday.
How'd you
and
do?
hit 4 races in a row. Drilled a 5-1, a 9-1, a 9-2. Crushed it Thursday. And I can't take credit. It's because this 15-year-old daughter of one of my buddies literally was giving me all the winners.
Wow.
It was a good day.
That's
Good
it.
day.
Hey, you got a system that works, stick with it, because I still haven't found one that
She was
works.
on fire. She was on fire. It was amazing. But no, Chris has a point about, you get an 8-year-old kid as a client, you got a client for life. I mean, Philip Morris, the cigarette companies, that's why they used to teach 6, 7, 8-year-old kids to smoke, because you get a kindergartner addicted to cigs, man. You got that kid until he dies of cancer.
That's why Starbucks make frappuccinos for kids.
Absolutely.
Coming in early, drinking that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go to Starbucks and be like, all like 12-year-olds waiting in lines. Like, why do you need caffeine? I need caffeine to feel like I'm 12. Let's go. Get out of my way. I'll start punching kids.
Yeah. 12-year-old kid doesn't need caffeine to catch a Woody before he goes into 6th grade, man. It's just not, doesn't make sense.
Guys, I have an update on the hex that was gifted to us from Ralph Ganestein.
You pinch the bag.
Guys, like you wouldn't do the same fucking thing.
Oh, I don't even know what that means, but then I do know what it means, and it's not fucking cool, bro.
Okay. Well, the point is, yes,
Sam's still holding hex.
I'm still holding it, but I just wanted to share with the users that are interested, meaning us using it, the readers listening, what that $1,000 went from April to today without staking.
Like
That $1,000 that we received is now worth $15,000, and that is liquid hex, meaning unstaked. So that's quite a return. Now, obviously,
What do you mean you pinched the bag?
now you fucking care. Now you care when you know what it's worth.
You pinched the bag.
Well, I have a record.
I've never seen anyone laugh and yawn at the same time about how he did that.
I was a little off on my math. Don't worry, I'm holding. Basically, what I'm saying, Howie, is
You owe me how much?
I owe you about 800 in hacks, Howie 800 in hacks, and E 800 in hacks. So the point is, you guys are still in the game.
$800?
No, 800 hacks.
Oh,
now,
okay.
Here's the thing. I've staked my hacks, so I won't be able to unpinch the bag
For 15 years.
15 years. But
Thanks, Chris.
But just know I have an accurate record, and you will be getting that back once I unstake it.
Once you're at my funeral, 15 fucking years. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna see that from Dickie Hart. Yeah, that's coming. Fucking, we got fucking. Are you kidding me? We are never going to see that money. That money
We're
is
never
so,
gonna see you, scumbag.
It's
so far
3
gone.
years I staked it.
I have
By the
faith.
time we see that, Evan's gonna have at least 3 kids.
Yeah,
All
you're
right.
not going to see it. What
Okay.
about the other one? We don't you have another one you're holding for us?
Yes. BG David did send us some shib.
What?
Dude, where have you been?
Obviously not paying attention.
Yeah.
I do owe you guys shirt money, though. I'll be honest with that.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. We're putting it back into the bank.
Where's our
The point
ship
is,
right now?
I am holding our shib. It's worth $200, about basically what it was when we received it. It is a long hold. Like I said, feel free to audit me. You can bring me into any sort of
Claims court.
CPA. And you guys know me. I play fair.
You guys, I'm gonna make that picture of Chris in drag T-shirt to be sold at Cash Daddy. So
What do you mean?
Please.
There's no picture of me in drag.
Yeah,
I don't
there
even.
is.
What are you talking
Hey,
about?
Howie or Chris, what was I'm having a good week, and I'm actually starting to make a little money with my stocks. Like I'm crushing it with crypto, crushing it.
Yeah.
I'm almost to the point where I might not talk to you guys anymore.
Because
That's
we
how
tell
much
you
I'm
not to buy
crushing it.
crypto, and you
Okay.
do, and you crush it.
I crush.
And
Yeah,
hey,
but when
I-
it goes down, you don't hear from Sam for a month. He's like in a friggin'
Okay.
He's
That's true.
he's in the fetal position. Just
He's in the fetal
sucking on
position.
Okay.
Stuck. We
Starbucks.
don't see him for a month.
So this, listen, for a fact, based on and I've bought in a lot of stuff you guys tell me, and I'm very thankful because I've done well. But when my crypto doesn't do well, the stocks don't tend to do well at the same time. I'm very thankful because I do have more in the stock market than I've ever had before. Thank you to Cash Daddy. So I thank you guys very much for that.
You got to get that Roth open, killer.
I went to the bank. They're like, we don't do it. So I got to do it online.
Yeah, you can do it online. It's very easy.
But I don't want to do it online. I want to do it face to face.
Here's one thing I want to.
Isn't there a Charlie Schwab or Fidelity office right there in Hollywood? I think there is.
I gotta find it.
Howie, wait until we get an affiliate deal with them so we can get a kickback on
I agree.
Sam's.
I
Okay.
agree.
I do want to address this point. I did not buy the crypto dip because I was cash poor at the time, but I do want to bring something up. One of our readers who goes by Trader J DM'd me. And this is a very important point because I keep hearing about all these hodlers crushing it, and I have nothing but respect. But he did the opposite. And here's what he says. Love the show, man. You're hilarious. I think he's just talking to me. I don't think he means everybody here. And he says, do you ever go back and listen to recordings? You say about 100 to every one, and it's horrendous. Absolutely agree with you. I should have proofread this before I decided to read it. Something to work on, perhaps. On another note, I went against Howie's non-financial advice to go all in on crypto. I liquidated my 100K stock portfolio.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Was up 15K for the year. I am now up 43,000 in 2 weeks on crypto.
Better
Would
sell.
not
that.
have made it here without Cash Daddy sparking a real interest in the Wild West internet money trading game. Cheers, brother.
Yeah.
Now,
Cheers.
here is the flip side, Howie.
He's up.
I was in the Discord this week, and there was a very astute reader that said Howie's the smartest guy on the show. If you listen to his picks,
Was that the episode I wasn't on?
correct. What do you mean? 50% of them? Well, we
Oh.
fucking pulled a heavy weight
shit.
around here.
Oh,
shit.
He said, I have made money doing nothing but taking Howie's conservative picks. So before you go and smash a grab or smash Trader J for his move, realize that there's a flip side to the coin. There are people that are much more conservative like I am. There are people that are like Trader J that have made massive gains on crypto. So
There's one thing about making gains and keeping gains. are
Realizing.
two different. That's like night and day. There's nothing better than someone saying, "Hey, I'm up 75%," and guess what? The very next day they're down 75%.
yeah, it's basically like a pimp saying, look at my fucking stable of hoes. That doesn't
Exactly.
mean dick. Again, it's a personal decision. This is why Howie and I are always preaching diversity in your portfolio.
Diversity. It's the most important thing. It's all I talk about.
It is.
That's all I
It
talk
is.
about. It's not just
You mean
digital.
besides
It's not stuff.
9/11 not being an inside job?
Okay. Anyways, happy 9/11, everybody. Listen, so my whole thing is this. diversify.
Yeah.
You don't want one thing, man. Because if the whole thing crashes, then that's fine. But you got to have like, your precious metals. You got to have your stocks. You got to have your crypto. You got to have your guns.
Can you
listen,
pull out a gun while you're? I'm never here all the time.
fuck.
Hold on. Okay, that's how you get it.
Great. He's gonna
And
shoot you
we're
in
about
the
to
ass.
witness a murder.
Yes,
Yeah.
you should diversify your portfolio. That doesn't mean putting $30,000 into guns and gas and fucking bullets. Okay, be reasonable. He's
What about
coming back.
what about
He's coming back.
generators? What
Yeah,
about generators?
you don't need 48 generators. Okay, be
A
reasonable.
lot of shit on this show, right? A lot of shit. All right.
This
I
might
get
be
a
the
lot of shit.
thumbnail.
People
Is
are
that a
right.
squirt, is
Let
that
me
a
just
squirt
say that.
gun?
This shirt's a lot tighter than I remembered it. Listen, I remember it being last time. Evan, don't judge me. I know you're a physical trainer and you're going, dude, you got to cut back. on
He's
stuff."
not a physical trainer.
Yeah, he's a physical trainer.
Personal
He's a physical-
trainer.
he's a
Personal
therapist.
trainer.
Personal trainer.
Yeah, but he trains your physicalness. Listen, dude. Okay,
That
listen
looks,
to me, bro.
that looks like a bazooka.
Yeah, dude. That's the point. So we get these homeless dudes.
All right, I'm just gonna step out of
Pretty
frame
sure
from
his
this
finger,
portion of the
his finger
show.
was on the trigger. Right?
I know. Okay, I'm over here. Okay. Does it have?
I do that every time homeless people come in. I'm like, hey, bro, hey, homie, we don't got problems unless we got problems. Okay.
Shit.
Yeah. All right.
So listen to me.
I've never
Listen to
been
me.
so happy to be in New York.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to me. So here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. Someone gave me some shit and they were right. Do not, okay, just keep buying a bunch of guns. Buy a couple guns and load up on ammo, dude. Ammo, dog. Load up on it, G.
How long are you gonna keep the old tagger on it, the string?
Well, dude.
Okay. All right. There's the Keltec, everybody. I guess I brought that on myself. I absolutely did.
Yeah, we got Bazooka Joe's gonna get lost back there.
Anything else in the news? There was another hacky. Did you hear about this? Biloxi hacked for $450 million.
Really, I did not hear about that.
Yeah. Yep. This goes back to this whole thing about diversify your shit. I would hate to hold anything that got hacked. I don't know the details of it, but they're saying 450 million's hacked. They come out and they say, don't deposit with us anymore. Some scary shit.
The biggest thing right now is as far as how oil and energy is going to get hit when this hurricane is finished, because this hurricane is absolutely demolishing the south coast of Louisiana, just crushing it.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, don't be surprised if you see oil prices just go through the roof in the next 2 weeks.
The news of the week that absolutely blew my mind was an invisible rock NFT sold for 4 Ethereum. So call it $14,000. Somebody bought an invisible rock and it's just a picture of nothing. So we've been having a lot of people asking us about NFTs. Is it a passing fad? I think they're here to stay. We're working with Coyote. He's going to come on September 12th on a Sunday to talk about NFTs. The other thing I want to put out there, because we haven't talked about this, is if you're interested in being on the show, you're more than welcome to pitch. Send us an email if you have a specific interest that you're in finance. We would love to review them because we're getting so many specific requests from people. So if you do have something that you're interested in sharing with us, not necessarily selling, please DM us. We'll take a look at it. And if it fits where we're at, we'll book you on the show.
Probably not, but we may. We may.
Sam, do you have anything else before we start this interview?
Yeah, well, I just want to say that DraftKings has done belly good for me.
Yep.
And then the crypto stock that Howie and Chris both told me to buy, Gray something. What is that?
That's Grayscale.
I
That's
think
how
that was
Wall
my
Street
pick of the
buys
week.
Ethereum and
Grayscale.
Bitcoin.
And it's crushing it for me.
It's almost
So,
at $40. Sam, I think, bought it around 34, 33.
crushing it. So
Yeah.
super excited. Apple's doing well for me. And I'm
Yeah.
just thankful that you guys told me to get those because they're doing very well. I know as you guys know, I own some of the UFC. I'm Dana White's, boss.
Yeah.
That's doing okay.
How is the All-American 7-on-7 football league stock these days?
Oh God, thank you. Thank you, Chris. Big news. We just added another team, I believe, from Cincinnati.
Oh,
so we are
the
expanding.
Rancho Cucamonga Clit Lickers.
No,
Is that who you got?
That is not from Cincinnati. There's no part of Cincinnati called Rancho Cucamonga. I know you don't travel a lot, but that's okay.
Big Dick Daddy from Cincinnati.
Big Dick Daddies from Cincinnati. The Big Dick Daddies from Cincinnati are going to crush it next year. So I am blessed. Cannot complain. God bless you all.
Okay, guys. We have an exciting guest coming up. Allie Rae is going to be joining us.
Yeah.
I've been stoked for this interview all week.
You said stroked wrong. You said it wrong.
Buddy, I'm the one that had to tape my dick to my side of the leg here, so I don't get out of hand on this interview. So without any further
But your
ado.
dick gets out of your handy very easily.
Okay. Well, it's not tonight, okay? Nothing but pros. Nothing but, guys, just a warning. Can we be as professional as possible during this interview?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Howie, thank you. All right, let's get into it. Here's Allie Rae, everybody.
All right. So let's get into it. This is Cash Day, so we bring out the big guns. So we're excited to have our next guest. And I mean, I can't think of a perfect guest to have right now in these crazy times.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, if you're on CNN, you can check her out. She's on the front page today of CNN. I don't think we've ever done that.
I was once in Newsweek because I was on a Middle Eastern tour, even though I'm Armenian, and they were talking about SARS.
Just so you know, this intro is going to take another 5 minutes till we say your name.
Jesus Christ.
So just to be clear here, this is huge for us. This woman is bringing the asses to the masses, okay, on the intranet via OnlyFans, a true trailblazer. Allie Rae, everybody. Welcome to the show. How are you, Allie?
Great. Thank you for having me.
So you've blown up like overnight. We hear about your story and we're pro OnlyFans. I wanted to do some research and get on.
Okay, before you do this, I run this show, okay, real quick, and I'm gonna make an executive order. From this moment on, you are not allowed to say anybody on this show. Maybe Allie, if she wants to, you cannot say cock, cum, or jizz for the rest of the thing. Please go on. There you
Okay.
go.
So
Even though that's what he's thinking about right now.
I know that's where we're going, and this is a professional financial podcast.
but this is
And we're
about
not-
making money
No, yeah,
and
but we're not.
respect.
Dude, I pulled my executive order.
Okay, fair
Please
enough.
don't- okay.
Can I say flick your bean?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
We're talking business side of
Nobody
this.
says flick your bean.
Let's go
Jesus
down.
Christ.
Okay, so Allie, just to be clear here, you blow up on the interwebs because you were a nurse in Boston. You're making a great salary, and all of a sudden you start blowing up on OnlyFans, and your coworkers find out, and you lose your job. Is that correct?
That's exactly correct. Yeah.
Wow. And what?
Unbelievable.
There's rumors here that you could be making $20,000 a month. I've heard it up to $200,000 a month. You don't have to tell us the number, but it was significant enough for you to not follow your passion anymore and take this other route. Can you tell us about making that decision?
Yeah, I mean, even when I was still nursing, to be quite blunt with you, I was making 4 times my nursing salary already. And I continued to nurse and do nursing even when I was making that kind of money. What actually really drove me out is when they started to it became evident to me they were conspiring against me and trying to get this brought to the attention to my management. And management basically, after a series of meetings, said, it has really upset the staff for what you're doing offline or off on your own time. And if you're going to continue to do that, we can't have you working on the unit.
Allie, I'd like to ask a quick question. And by ask a question, I would like to do maybe a little role playing about what that moment was like. And I will play your boss and you will play you. And you're just gonna let everybody know exactly the pain and the suffering and just the censorship. And I'm a comic. I do a lot. Of
Can I play her boobs?
No, dude, that was just rude, man.
Okay.
You just ruined
Jesus
a few things.
Christ.
Okay, Allie, so I'm your boss and you just come in. Allie, could you sit down, please, for a second? Do you mind sitting down? Okay,
Yeah.
Allie, real quick, there's some of us, mostly the cafeteria ladies, who have heard of some stuff that might be going on. Is this true you're on this thing called Friendsters Only or something like that? Friend Only? What is that exactly?
It's a platform where I post nudes and sexual content.
What exactly would this sexual content entail? Like, is there categories maybe that you're doing that are upsetting?
Specific genres, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, especially the Filipino staff is really getting upset with what you're doing. Can you tell us a little bit, maybe what are you working on here?
It's evolving. We've started off fairly PG and moved our way into definitely XXX at this point. But I think it's an evolving personality that has come to light for me.
Allie, we're asking you to help our patients. A lot of them need their bedpans changed, wash downs when they soil themselves. Do you think it's appropriate for you doing, I don't know, money shots and cleaning bedpans at the same time? Do you feel that maybe your duties here are conflicting with the paid for filth that you're doing on the internet?
And Allie, not to be too intrusive, but we are concerned because we are middle management about your
Yes.
health. Are you able to do this as well as maintain your current workload?
When I started working here 4 months ago, I decided to dedicate myself to the bottom line and basically the name.
He's a
of this
bean.
company.
He's a bean counter, not a bean flicker.
Yeah, okay. there we
Which
go.
He said it.
and which load is heavier?
Okay,
The
all right, there we
OnlyFans,
go. And here
the
comes
OnlyFans, or the nursing? No, I mean,
Anyway,
which
And
level
Allie,
is low?
Allie, we're
Sorry.
done with the role playing now.
Sorry.
Thank you for being a good sport.
You're great at improv. If you ever want to stop making lots of money, you should try improv comedy.
To be clear here, I usually do my investigative reporting pre-interview, and I will go on a site and do as much research as I can. But I have not been on your site. So I don't know what your content is like. Obviously, in the Instagram world, we have your pictures and you have an amazing page of just photography. But when we're speaking of your OnlyFans, are you engaging in sexual intercourse with other people? Is this your husband? Tell us how it works. We're curious.
How do we
Yeah, all of the above. Yes, I do. My husband and I both do videos on my OnlyFans. Mhm.
Okay. And is that, so obviously this was a family decision. You're making a lot of money.
Yeah.
You bring in your husband at this point.
Let's cut to it. What is his cut? Like, what is it? 90, 10? What do you get? 80, 20? Is
Right
he
down
like,
the middle.
is he like hiking you? Is he getting 70? You're getting 30%?
50-50?
50-50.
50?
Yeah, 50-50. All right, so let me ask you this. It's 50-50. Do both of you have separate LLCs or corporations set up, or do you have it under one umbrella? That's a big question.
Great question.
That's one thing we're looking into right now, because right now we don't have either. It's just it's
From the
personal.
Cash Daddy.
That's
Yeah.
why we're here.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you. When this is over, I'm gonna put you in a really good spot. Trust me.
Yeah, definitely. It's been advised. Many people have recommended that to us. so
How
we-
has this affected your family life? Have you been shunned? Have you been supported by a family? Because obviously this is beyond, the city of Boston. The world knows about it. How has your family chosen for you accepting this business endeavor, as it were?
Well, really don't keep in too close a contact with like my parents at all, to be honest, just my little sister, and she was fully supportive. She actually found me through a viral TikTok. She recognized me and messaged me, and that's kind of how she found out. She found out before this whole viral thing went, but
Are
she's
you
been
excited for your next high school reunion? Are you excited to see everybody be like, bam, six big ass?
That would be like what, my 25th reunion or 25 years? I don't know. I graduated in 2001, so or 20-year reunion. Then, yeah. Wow.
Now, did your husband also quit his job to do this full time?
Yep, for the most part. Mhm.
Okay.
So how much content are you putting out? I mean, are you giving yourself rest intervals?
Do you have days off? Do you celebrate the Sabbath?
It's just nonstop. Yeah, I'd say, every day. I mean, I'm very active. I post every day. I'm always catching a selfie and posting, and then I send out videos at least weekly. Mhm.
Okay.
You wake up in the morning and just go, oh, time to make the boners.
Just snap.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you have your OnlyFans is structured with various tiers. Can you tell us about making that decision? Because we're on the same page here, thinking about starting something off on the side, and there's different tiers and levels. Can you explain to us how that works? For your viewership.
What's your business model?
Yeah, basically.
Well, my business model, pretty much, like I said, is evolved. So, I mean, there's things I put out now, content that I never thought I would do on camera, and now I do. So I think in the beginning I started off, well, it definitely wasn't vanilla, but it was not as much as it is now.
What was the moment when you said, okay, we're going to the dark side here and I need to embrace it? Was it a certain sexual act? Was it a certain, well, I don't want to say the word hole, but I mean, what was the big jump off for you to say, I got to go this far because I'm in it?
Actually, I remember the moment that our business model changed. We were at a bar back in January, having a drink, and something just clicked. And I think I went to the bathroom or something and took like a little video in there and posted it, and lots of great response. And so, yeah, I remember when there was a shift in my business, and that's when things really took off.
Did you feel liberated in that moment? Did you feel like this is my calling, or this is something that I'm just going to dip my toes into and see what happens?
I think we just kind of full force. We took a big dive in.
I love it. Listen, I got to talk to you. Today I was thinking about subscribing to Black Raw, okay? Because I support diversity, right? And I went there, and basically the fee was, for 1 year subscription, $550. Why would I want to spend that for 12 months when I could go support a young business entrepreneur
For $12 a month?
Yeah, what are your tiers again?
Yeah, $12.99 is my subscription. And then once you're in, people run their pages differently. Some people don't even put full nudes on their wall, like on their profile. They
We
only
call them communists.
So I put everything up on the page. So for $12.99, you could see a lot. But then there's always pay-per-view videos that certainly you're going to want to purchase. So that's kind of how.
Okay, so it's a subscription base plus a purchasing also options on there.
Yes.
So I got a question for you. Recently, the OnlyFans was going to ban pornography. And within a week, they flipped.
It was 2 days.
2 days. They
2 days.
back.
It was
Can
my
you take us
CNN
through that
interview.
48 hours? And can you take us through the 48 hours and like what you were thinking?
Yeah.
Well, I immediately started to look for business partnerships, and I have a business partnership that I believe I will announce in the coming weeks, because I don't trust that OnlyFans is going to stay true to its adult workers. I think that was quite abrupt, and a lot of us were put in a bad situation. So
That's it. That's very interesting that you don't have confidence in them, because this market moves very fast, and we've seen some of their competitors, possibly Porn Rocket, possibly Com Rocket. Do you have any opinions on either one of those brands?
CumRocket is a crypto, correct? I've seen a little of that. I don't know much about it though. I'm new to the crypto world, and I want to get more involved, because I know in the adult industry, I think it's going to be like key for the future. I really do.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Yeah. So the whole point of this show has always been, internet rich. Now, I don't get paid to take my clothes off. I would actually owe money if I did that model. But
Yeah.
I do have a platform. It's a subscription. Mine's more based on my podcast and stand up, and I've been very blessed to do very well. So I wanted to learn, like, how do I invest my money? Because I was living check to check, doing like crappy gig after crappy gig, and it started going well. So it's like the whole thing is like, how do we take this opportunity that you've been so blessed to take advantage of and seize the moment? And how do you turn your hardworking money into working hard for you? And that's kind of the whole point of this show.
Howie, do you want to go ahead and jump in now with some suggestions or questions?
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys it sounds like within the last year, you started making large bank, correct?
Yeah, especially in the last 2 months.
Last 2 months. All right. So I used to have clients just like yourself that would run into a large income stream. What that does is that pumps you right into the 37% federal income tax bracket. The good thing is, I would suggest you and your husband probably get 2 separate, either S corps or LLCs, because you can both write off a ton of stuff under both accounts.
Yeah, lube, condoms, various
Yeah, anything.
toys, anything,
Cameras,
I think.
whatever.
Boob?
Automobiles,
Yeah.
yeah, boobs, everything.
Anal bleaching is totally a tax write-off.
It sure is. It sure is.
Great.
And the other thing is interesting is there's 3 basically things you got to set up, because I'm going to guess that when you were with the hospital, you probably have what's called a 403B. That was probably your retirement, correct? You put a little bit in every single month and they put them in funds for you. And right now, I think you can probably take that 403B and you can probably convert it to an IRA. I think you can probably do that. I would do that first.
Let's break it down in steps here. First
Yeah.
thing you should do is she should go to what? At the money that's coming in at this point, she should get an accountant, right?
Well, yeah, of course, you're going to get an accountant, but that really has nothing to do with your investments. You want to get an accountant for tax purposes. He's going to tell you what you can write off. He's going to tell you whether to set up an LLC, an S corp, a C corp. He's going to help you and your husband do that, and to help probably lower your tax bracket.
And he'll probably be willing to do it just to run boom mic on the shoots.
There you go, man.
By
That
the
guy
way,
would love-
question here, Allie.
He'd love to
How
be
many-
a fluffer.
How big is your production, on these shoots? Do you have multiple camera angles?
Yeah, which are write-offs.
You know, from what we understand is on OnlyFans, the subscribers prefer it to be more of a candid camera phone, just kind of in the moment, not this big production of porn that they could find on any other website. So
Right.
most of the time it's a ring light and a tripod.
So you're doing analytics on the whacking off.
We have done very strict analytics, yes.
I love it. I love it.
So yeah, what you want to do, because you don't have that retirement anymore, the 403B, which was your retirement, you're in a good situation now, because you and your husband can open up 2 separate SEP IRAs, SAP IRAs.
I see
You're
what you
both-
did there.
You're both allowed to, you saw that.
Oh,
You
you
bo-
can
you're-
open them up. You can both
Yeah,
open
you
them
can,
up.
there you go. But you can open them both up. You can put up to $58,000 per year into each one of them, or 25% of your income, whatever you make in the year. You can invest those in anything. I would go to an advisor. He'll get a SEP IRA set up for you. You can also get a separate IRA set up where you can put up to 6,000 into it. And down the road, even if you're making 400, 500, 600, 700 a year, you can do what is called a backdoor Roth. That's one of Chris's favorites.
I saw what you did there.
Okay, come on.
That's basically converting a regular IRA to a Roth, where when you take that out when you're 60 years old, it comes out tax-free. So these are things that you and your husband, I would suggest you do it as soon as possible. Get yourself a financial advisor, open up some SEP IRAs, and bang, there's your retirement right there.
Yeah.
Have you invested at all, or is this just money sitting in your bank?
Well, we have some investments. Like I bought into some crypto. For a couple of months, even prior to when we were making big money. So we have some of that we just played around with, but I don't think we ever felt super confident about what we were doing to put in like a ton of money. But now it's kind of piling in the checking account.
Gotcha. Okay. So what is your long-term plan? And the other question I have is, you mentioned you've got some partnerships coming up with. How many requests do you get a day for somebody reaching out to you trying to endorse their product? I would assume it's a massive amount right now.
It's quite often now, yeah, especially since my story ran with the Daily Beast where my original story ran, and the Post and such picked it up. But yeah, it's a lot.
What would you do in a perfect world? Would you do both? Because obviously to go into nursing, you have to have a passion for it. And you went to school, what is it, 6 years, I would assume, minimum?
I actually have a doctorate, so I did 12.
Excuse me, doctor.
Yeah, so I did a lot of schooling. I would like to do something more in the entertainment, like I've talked about, an ongoing podcast or something educational, or even helping with other girls that want to find financial freedom in many ways, not just on OnlyFans. But yeah, there's a lot of opportunities that have been presented to me.
Have you been contacted by major agencies in Hollywood for representation?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Be careful with that because they are leeches and they are scumbags. So take your time making any sort of commitment to an agent. That is my advice. And
You
that's
should
just,
let us represent you.
well, that's what I was trying to get to, but I didn't want the hard sell coming out right away.
Look at us. This power
Sam's-
couple runs Hollywood.
Sam's got some amazing porn connections. Chris is in the, more of the transgender porn area, but
What is,
So let me ask you something. So you've talked about cryptos. We haven't really gotten to stocks that much with you, but do you own guns?
I do own guns. Yes, we do.
Yeah, is that a genre that you play around with?
I
You and
was
your
just
husband
gonna
point
ask.
guns at each other while you make love. Do you guys is that video available?
he's asking, can you make that video
Are you asking
available?
for a custom? I can send
Yes.
you custom pricing.
How much? Oh, what is custom pricing? Because I will run a GoFundMe.
And more importantly, what is the craziest request you've gotten so far from a custom job?
I actually got probably the craziest one today. I want to preface this with, this is not to make fun of anyone's fetish or things.
Somebody's handicapped, right?
No, it's not that. It's just, I am always open-minded and I don't want this to come off the wrong way. But yes, I had a gentleman ask me today and offer me a substantial amount of money for my teeth.
For your teeth?
What do you mean your teeth?
He wants
say
one
your
of them?
teeth?
He wants molars, teeth, you name it. He
When we
collects
mean
teeth.
substantial. We're talking like what? $50?
No, we're talking like 15 to 20 grand a tooth.
Oh my God.
20 grand for a molar?
but you would.
That's not
what?
enough.
No,
That's
you
not
can't
enough.
take your teeth
Allie,
out,
Let me
man.
tell you this.
I would do that in a
My
heartbeat.
teeth, my teeth are my calling card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that.
I've booked commercials. Okay. Just on my teeth. You know, they have hand models.
Yeah.
I've done jobs that are just for teeth.
Because
do not
Neff's
sell, do not
Neff's
ever
got, like-
sell your teeth.
No.
Neff's
Okay.
got like 103 teeth. Like Neff's teeth have cousins.
Yeah.
Like look
So
how
we
many
have a
teeth he's
friend-
got.
There's a market for you, see?
We have a friend who's, I believe, Korean. His name is Yoshi. He will sell you one of his teeth for like $500. And then you just tell this dude it's your teeth, and then you send me 20%.
Love it.
God damn teeth. He wants your teeth. That's the craziest
Does that
shit I've
creep
ever
you out
heard.
at all?
What's that?
Does that creep you out at all?
You'd be surprised the things that I hear. I have so many requests. It's very interesting. One of my favorites, I'll tell you, is lunars. There are people that like.
We landed on the moon before we get into lunars, right?
Oh, Jesus
stop.
Christ.
We did.
Do you know what lunars are?
No.
I want to hear this one.
Lunars, they just want me, he just wants me to blow up balloons and pop them. So I just got on Amazon, got a 500 count pack of balloons and started sending videos blowing up balloons and popping them. Good money.
That's it.
Wow. That I got to get into that.
See, not everything I do on OnlyFans is X-rated.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's
If you keep trying, it will make happen. I trust me. I believe in you.
A lunar. That's the
Lunar.
wildest thing. I mean,
That's a real thing.
no, you didn't like this whole tooth thing. I mean, you didn't really think, look, 20 grand a tooth. There, I mean, you wouldn't do that. Please tell me you wouldn't like pull 10 of them for 200K.
Well, I got an 11-year-old. He's due to lose a few. So I figured.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Because
Allie.
I'm thinking your husband might be like, sweetie, take all the teeth out. Like that
Hey.
can improve things around the house.
I'm all for
I would have to upcharge for the molars.
I'm
That's right.
all for scamming creeps on the internet, but I want to give you some advice.
Says the guy who's got scammed as a creep on the internet.
The guy that goes out with the
If
tranny
you
every
make
night.
any sort of financial transaction with a body part, do it in cash and do not do it over state lines or over any sort of internet transaction because it is against the law.
Oh.
Okay.
Even
So
teeth?
this is a cash and grab operation. This is where you meet somebody in a dark alley with a Ziploc bag.
With the
and
teeth.
you get the cash, but do not have any record of transaction making this move.
Allie, we all have fetishes here. I have a weird fetish.
One,
One that I'll talk about here, which is I was called the N-word by a woman in bed, and now I'm addicted to it. Is there a line that you won't cross, or a line you will not? Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of lines going across. I always have people pitch their customs to me first so that I can make a decision if I'm comfortable with it or not. I'm very
okay, we're going to do some role playing again, Sam. It's time for you to pitch your custom fetish.
Hey, my name's Sam from California. Will you call me the N-word? That's my pitch.
I will not do that custom for you.
Clean up aisle 5.
What about you, a guy in bed with like 3 cats, just like rubbing all over you?
Thank you for making this easy on me, Howie.
Yeah, what about you, a guy and 3 cats? What's that? Like a foursome, but with 3 cats.
No, I won't be in bed with any other man but my husband.
Oh,
If you watch the video of me and my husband in bed with 3 cats, I'm
okay.
actually highly allergic to cats, so I don't know if that'd be very cute.
Would there be an upcharge if there were specific cats that we wanted in the shop, like somebody named Mom and Sweeters? And if we handled the transaction, the transportation costs, could we still make that happen?
I would definitely not be in bed with either one of them little hairless cats. You know, them are crazy.
No. These are very classy cats. They're short hair Americans.
These are good looking cats with they have a lot of hair until Neff patches them out. Then they look like they're hairless.
Do you do product placement in your adult films? So like, let's say a Money Shot's coming, and right before you take like some like breath savers or something right there. You're like, oh, before you blast, hold on. Or
maybe let me just make it a little easier. Maybe like a Cash Daddies coffee mug in the background. Nothing crazy.
I think you're onto something. I think I bet you there's plenty of brands that would be sending me stuff to do.
Yeah, man, that's why we need to be agents.
Goggles like the one Sam has on.
Send her a shirt.
So what would you recommend to these viewers that are going to be seeing this? Because obviously you might be in transition. Should we send them to your OnlyFans to see your work, or do you have a personal platform you would prefer them to go to? Because we're all about cutting out the middleman and getting as much money into your pocket as possible. So if someone's new to this show and they want to watch you and your husband and maybe a cat named Mom and Sweeters in the background having sexual intercourse, what's the best way for them to make this happen?
They should go right to my OnlyFans, the Allie Rae, and you can get to those links from my website, theallyrae.com.
Okay, so you're sticking with OnlyFans for now.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get rid of OnlyFans. I just don't foresee longevity. I feel like maybe there may be something. I think they're going to come back with something. I think their little statement is suspended. I don't think this is the end we're going to see of this.
I got questions. So you obviously been blessed. You've hit gold. We'll say the mother lode. There we go.
I see what you did there.
My question to you is, what would you tell other young girls who want to, and maybe not even just young girls, let's just talk people who want to become their own boss.
And why limit it to women? Maybe middle-aged comics that didn't work
not even
out
that,
and
but
they're
like
like
any of that,
45 and want a new career path. Valid question. How would you recommend them get into this business? Because you've obviously made some great decisions.
Yeah, what are some of the keys to having a popular OnlyFans account?
Besides a rock and ass.
Consistency. I'm actually going to put together, I feel like a multi-part video system of training or something. I've really been thinking about it, but consistency, it's not as easy as it looks. I know you read these stories, and I am just a normal girl and I didn't have a big Instagram, but it is a lot of time, and you really have to, it's about exposure. And so you have to seek out opportunities. And it's not for everyone because it has its ups and downs. And so I hope I don't make it look too easy for some people, but with a good determination, it's possible. Even
when you do your motivational speaking thing, will you use the Tony Robbins microphone? Will you do it? that like that. So you do a lot of hand gestures.
Yes, love it.
And another question: when was the last time you slept on your stomach?
I am a belly sleeper. I like
5%, by the way, Allie. I'm a belly sleeper too. We are in the minority of the sleepers.
Yeah, but you're not
5%.
carrying a couple 10-pound fun bags, Neff.
When you sleep on your stomach, do you always do it in like yoga cobra, basically like that?
I'm kind of, yeah, in head to the side. Yeah, it just depends.
Just gotta load up the pillow so it touches your head.
Oh, I don't even like a pillow. No, just flat.
I'll tell you what, one of my fetishes is that morning sex genre. Have you guys dabbled in that at all? Because you might have a new $12.99 subscriber if that were the case. I'm being honest.
Hey, I respect
We
your honesty.
are very big fans of morning sex. Yes.
Yeah,
Who
here's the thing. If it's not done right and I don't believe it, then it doesn't work. So do you actually do it in the morning so it looks legit?
Yeah, we'll make sure the blinds and sun is coming up. It's quite
That's
beautiful.
what I need. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. All right. I
I
think
respect that.
you just got a new
Oh my
subscriber.
God.
The whole bad breath thing and everything, like,
Oh,
geez,
nothing
turn it
hotter.
on.
Nothing hotter. Not
Face the
even.
wall.
Yeah. Not even time to get coffee in your body. Nothing.
So as we wrap up this incredibly informative interview about finances, what are some final things we could tell her to start to get into to kind of invest her money? I think it's really important. As fun as this interview has been and how great she's been, I really do want to give her some like kind of like what are the next steps that you guys who've been doing this for a long time think
Most
she should
important
do?
thing, man. Most important thing. You and your husband ASAP set up separate LLCs or S corps. Set up separate SEP IRAs, because you can put 58 grand in for 2021. That grows tax deferred. That's also a write-off from your ordinary income. Set up a regular IRA where you can put 6 grand a year in, because this is your
Absolutely.
retirement now. You don't have that 403B every year. So you got to do it on your own. But the goal is, look, man, when you're 59 years old, you want to have a couple million in there. So, you don't have to stress. You can do what you
Howie,
want.
she's making $200K a month. She's gonna have a lot more than a couple of million.
Chris,
Oh, look at that. You see
Chris,
that?
you don't understand
That doesn't
taxes,
mean
big guy. Half
Buddy.
of that. Half of that. You got
No, but should she take some of the money she's making, load it up into her bank account, and then go find somebody, maybe not the Grinch, but someone like the Grinch,
Yes.
that can
you want to
invest
go to
her
a
money
big,
for
she
her?
wants to go to a legit firm. She wants to go to a Merrill Lynch, a Morgan Stanley.
And to do
a
what? Howie?
UBS.
What she do?
She wants to find a financial advisor and sit down. The guy's going to say, what do you got coming in? What is your net worth? Are you
My husband's dick?
Are you an accredited investor? Are you worth over $1 million? Are you consistently making 300 a year? Right now, she definitely is. So you want to go in there because they're going to help you in so many different ways, as far as deferring taxes and setting your retirement up, because that's something you got to do right now. You really got to set up your retirement right now, because you don't want to be getting crushed with taxes. You want to be finding a way to get your income at least looking as low as possible.
So don't dump it all into Dogecoin.
Jesus.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're split around here. I say no more than 10 to 15% of your money in crypto. That's me personally.
I say 5 to 7.
Evan, what do you think? I mean, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, I like how they're performing. I think Bitcoin, in my humble opinion, is the gold of crypto.
Yeah.
And that I
the
think
sun.
there's nothing wrong with having a nice chunk of your investment in
Sam, I agree with you as far as crypto, but no, man, no financial advisor on the street, and these guys all invest in Bitcoin, but even the big Bitcoin investors don't have any more than 10, 15% in it. So there you go. You got to be safe. You don't want to lose this money you're making. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's not like she's
one-
investing in shit coins.
One question, because again, we're all about putting money in your pocket. I noticed you have an Amazon wish list.
I do.
What would you like the most on that wish list at this very moment?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Everything is on there. I
You're
like.
supposed to say a new car.
How about Peace on Earth? Is that on there? Peace on Earth?
I want this. There's a Dyson hair wrap. I've been wanting that. I could buy it myself, but I don't know. There's something about getting gifts.
No,
that
you let creepy
Women love free shit.
you let creepy tooth yanking creeps on the internet buy the little shit around the house. Do not ever pay for any of that stuff. And I
Gotta
do
have
want to
swag.
I do want to circle back to my my original notion about Hollywood. Let me tell you something, Allie. I've been in this town since I was 19. It is a
He needs
tough.
one more SAG voucher and it'll be union.
I have watched those poor bastards, by the way, sit outside for those things. I was Taft-Hartley and I earned it. I want to make this clear. This town is rough and it will rip you apart. And someone's going to come in here and say, Allie, you're making 200,000 a month now. Bats and assholes can make it 400,000. Do not ever betray your personal, vision or comfort zone to let these assholes come in and prostitute you, as it were. So that is my one big piece of advice. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to what you're comfortable doing and your husband. And lastly, what is your safe word?
Oh, I love that.
I don't have a safe word. I guess I never thought about that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we're just winging it, I guess.
Is it possible? Is it possible your husband might be nearby and he would like to join us? Because this is an opportunity for you to show that it's not just you. There's somebody else.
He will not be joining us. They are probably watching the fight.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, you're welcome to come back anytime. We love to see people make money, do it on their own, independently. But more than anything, we want to see that money stay in your hands. So if you ever have any questions about investing, growing that nest egg, you're welcome to hit us up anytime. And we will subscribe. I think the four of us can split $12.99
Yeah.
for this kind of access.
Dude, nothing turns on a woman more than four dudes going Dutch on her porn subscription.
And you just passed the test, okay? Because we could have done this, okay, and all spent $12.99. But what happens? That's an $8 out of our pocket that we can't invest somewhere else.
Yeah, but then Neff's going to need to spend $800 the very next day after he ruins the laptop that he's on.
I have, by the way, I did do that once. I was jacking in the tub once.
Okay.
Yeah, I was jacking in the tub and I fried the motherboard on one of my Macs.
I hope
Yeah.
it was worth it.
Well, you know what? The Apple
You're lucky you
Carrot
didn't get
Lab-
electrocuted, moron.
buddy, it was just a little splasheroo. Okay.
Final question, then we'll let you go and take a shower from this interview. So last question. We have a lot of young guys here are afraid to talk to women, and which I don't understand because I'm from the 90s. And if I was Evan's age right now, I'd be putting up Wilt Chamberlain numbers in the WNBA. But a lot of these young guys are afraid to talk to ladies. What are your suggestions to all the young guys out there that maybe are afraid to approach women? And let's be honest, not this be nice, like, let's be honest. What are women looking for? Knuckle draggers, black MX cards. What are we looking for? Let's be honest.
Ass lickers.
Hey, easy.
Hey, a lot of guys don't.
God, this interview.
A lot of
I'm
guys
trying
don't,
to-
though.
I'm trying to be Lou Dobbs of pornography.
You're not doing
Let's
well.
go.
I'd say confidence. Just shoot your shot. I mean, the worst that she's going to say is no, and you'll never know. So just be confident and go for it. You never know.
Would you say just hit on everything and
Yeah.
hope and pray?
There's a fine line. I mean, there's gets, confident and creepy. You can balance
Now,
those.
Guys have what we call slump busters. That's where we bang a fat chick to get the desperation off us. Do women have that where they bang like, oh, I'm just gonna fuck the bus boy over here who is taking the bus to work? Do you ever have those moments, or is it true broke dick is the best dick out there?
I've never had a moment like that. But I've been married since I was 17, 18 years old. We've been married a long
You're
time.
from Utah?
Would you say this experience has been a positive with your marriage?
Oh, absolutely. I don't think you could do this with a marriage that didn't have good communication, and could be a lot the more difficult. But no, it's been great. We've gone into it together. We've communicated about everything. We know what each other are comfortable with, what we're not comfortable with. And so, yeah. It's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you do private parties at all?
No, haven't done that. And that's against OnlyFans rules. I get a lot of people asking,
Not against Cash Daddies rules.
But I do always tell people to not message about that because OnlyFans monitors that very strictly.
Okay.
Respect.
Don't worry. We have secure channels which we could choose to communicate with.
Hey, can you? We're gonna let you go
Yeah.
because
It's getting weird.
I mean, this. How much are we paying a minute for this? By the way, real quick, can you give us you're like, hey, I'm blah 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 from OnlyFans. I'm queen of blah, and this is OnlyFans, and I love them.
Introduce myself and tell you that I'm from. Okay.
Yeah. Like, can you clip that, Evan?
I'll clip
just
it.
so Chris can have this in his fucking
Vault?
memory bank.
Bank.
I am Allie Rae, and I'm an online content creator with OnlyFans.
Thank you so much, Allie.
But no, you gotta say that one more time and whatever you're known for, and then and you're listening to Cash Daddies, the 1 financial comedy podcast in the world.
Why don't you just send her some ad copy for Christ's sake?
All right. I am Allie Rae. I am a content creator with OnlyFans, and you are listening to the #1 financial podcast, Cash Daddies.
Yeah.
Boom, print.
Yeah.
Thank you, Allie. If you ever need anything from us, please let us know. You're welcome to come back, and we wish you nothing but success.
We know how to get rid of bodies.
And teeth.
Let me know.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks a lot for joining us, and have a great rest of your
You
day.
guys were a lot of fun. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, you were a great sport, and thank you.
All right, let her go.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want her to leave.
Go, go, you creepy fuck.
Hang on.
I'm sorry, Allie. I'm
Bye.
sorry. We gotta go.
Bye.
Thank you.
She's staying. See, she's staying.
Good stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
she laughed.
Creeper, creep.
Wow, that
Creeper,
was
don't you creep.
wow, that was a hell of an
Creep,
interview.
creep.
Should we just roll it because I'm excited?
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, you probably just tossed one on Sam's kitchen
Clean up
floor.
aisle 5.
Okay, second time you've done that joke in this pod.
Okay. Clean
Guys,
up aisle 6.
Gotta be
Okay.
honest, we have a
Don't
new format here. It's the white boy rapper just fucking hunching behind me. What do we think of the new format? Should we make this a monthly thing? Oh, he's taking off his clothes. I don't need to see that.
Oh, jeez.
Why don't you go to the studio?
Guys, you want to see my quick Sam Tripoli impression? Guys, let me show you some of my pills I take, okay? First of all, this is my gut detox, all right? After I pop an American boner, it'll last for about 7 days. I'm gonna chum down a few of these. Okay, what else I got here? Alpha Energy, all right? You see this fucking supercomputer in my head that's fucking constantly going? Well, guess what, dog? I don't do it on my own. I
Dude,
use
those
a little
pills-
bit of this.
Those
I'm the
pills look
Mariah
like
Carey
somebody
of
made them in
Cash
their
Daddies. I do
basement.
different outfits.
And most importantly,
There you
little
go.
lug burn on my 6 inches. Nothing like popping a couple of
All
leaves.
right, let's go.
All right, prop time's
Guys,
over.
what do you have for this week?
Dude,
What do
those
you
are
like, Howie?
scary. Oh, this week?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I put it up here. I'll tell you what, I'm going hard. I'm going strong. 3 weeks ago, I told everyone to jump on the OIH bandwagon, oil. I said that 3 weeks ago. It was at 168. It's at 191. The hurricane is smashing the South. Oil prices are going to go through the roof. I see OIH going to 240. It's at 191. Guy, jump on this thing. It's almost a 1% yield. This thing is headed north, especially with the way oil is going right now. If you bought it when I told you to buy it, you're in great shape, but you can buy it now. You can buy it today. Tomorrow, don't be surprised if it opens at 195, but it's going to 240. I love OIH. It's an oil ETF. You get 10 of the biggest oil companies in the world. You can't go wrong with it.
Okay. E?
As for me, I think I'm gonna go a little bold here. I'm gonna say cake, the crypto.
Okay. Are we talking steak and cake or just buying cake?
Just buy cake if you want to
How about
stake
the
it.
band? How are they doing?
I like a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket.
Cake. Remember
I-
cake?
I just want everybody to look at this chart. The past 3 months, it has
I
been.
just want to let everybody know that beautiful fucking rendition I just went over E's head.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're old. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
All
Go
right.
on.
11/29 right here, July 20th. It has literally just been it's like a staircase, just steadily going up.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to continue to follow that trend. Maybe a month or so.
Would you say that can you go back to that staircase right there? Do you think that
It's haunted. Do you think that staircase is haunted?
No, do you think that case is do you think it's just random and it's conspiracy Sam? Go back. There we go. Conspiracy Sam. Do you think that case and the fact that African Americans are doing crates, do you think it's just random like that? Or do you think maybe
shots
That
fired?
chart, that chart looks identical to Bitcoin's.
How?
It looks like Bitcoin's chart. If you look at Bitcoin's chart, it looks just like it.
The 3-month chart on Bitcoin looks like a staircase?
Yeah, it does.
Well, you know what, Howie?
It does.
You're pretty close.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude.
Okay.
I'm with you, bro. Howie, good call on that.
Howie, I apologize for ever trying to refute your views on chart reading. Your TA is phenomenal.
It's what I do, dog.
Sam, what do you like?
I mean, I like the movie Free Guy. That was a good investment to go watch.
Dude,
that.
I've seen 12 ads and I still have no idea what that fucking movie is about.
It's a great movie. It's about the law of attraction, the model of
boy.
abundance.
Here we
And
go.
I would say go and check that out. So I'm going to tell you guys some of the new crypto that I have bought so that you guys can get into it. And here's why I like it. Okay. Here's what I'm into. Dude, Cardano is on fire.
Yeah, but for how long?
Who knows, bro? Who knows? So even though they've gone down a little bit real quick, obviously Ethereum it was going up, it was going down. I just bought some of this. Where are we right here? This is it. Right here is I bought some low tech. It's LOTEK. And the reason I like it is because it is a coin that is used to use transactions.
Transactions.
Yeah. Okay. Devices such as cameras and sensors and decentralized applications. LOTEX can be used to pay transactions for staking and governance and register new devices on a LOTEX network. I like this. Dude.
Which homeless person told you to buy this?
The one inside my head, but I like it.
Okay.
And that's just my opinion. And then, as always, what do I like? Guns.
Smith and Wesson. Did you buy your Smith and Wesson?
Sam, if you bought Smith and Wesson the day that you told everyone to buy Smith and Wesson,
I did.
it's shit. It's jumped.
Real quick, Howie. And actually, I take back. I did buy low tech, but that wasn't the coin that I really wanted to push. So I'm going to pull that back. And I'm going to say Alchemy.
Alchemy
Is the
Okay.
one. This is the one of Alchemy Pay Price is the one I really wanted to do. Okay. Enables payments using a variety of fiat and cryptocurrencies. Okay. This is going to allow you to use fiat and the way to pay off stuff using cryptocurrency and fiat. And I like it.
Smith and Wesson was at 23 the day Sam pushed it. It's at 24.40, paying a 1.3% yield. That's pretty solid.
Yeah. Speaking of yields, Boomer Dividend Watch is official around here. VZ, I know you've been preaching to your readers for a long time, Howie. They are increasing their dividend. So if you are holding Verizon, be aware of that.
Yeah, if you're holding Verizon, that bad boy has been dishing out almost 5%.
Yeah, I want to
Over
say
the
it was like
past
4.5, and they're kicking it up to like 4.7, something like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, would you rather have your money in a bank getting 0 or just sitting there getting almost 5%?
Yep. Okay. I do want to bring up my pick of the week. My pick of the week, there's not a lot of research on it. as I've explained to the readers, my accounts are spread out. I have mutual funds I don't touch. I have crypto, which I manage. I have my personal account, which I manage. And then I have my IRA, which is actively managed. And I checked it last Friday. And I want to make sure that the readers know my position on JMP has officially been closed. There was nothing to brag about increase on it. I haven't even done the math. I would venture to guess somewhere between 7 to 11%. And my broker has put me into Pulse Biosciences. Do you mind bringing it up? The ticker is PLSE.
PLSE.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this is going to be my pick of the week by default. I haven't done any research on
Guys,
it.
it's official. That is his pick of the week because he circled it.
Yeah, I did. I circled it. Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's
Thanks
a
for
young
giving me
company.
shit.
It's been around 1 year.
Yeah. Well, somebody in the know, meaning my broker, likes it a lot. So no, it's been around, Howie.
A year.
2017. So I'm in.
You're
want
right.
to say
2017.
I want to say I'm in somewhere around $24, $25. So that is something that I'll be holding long.
Chart wise, I'll be honest with you, it's trading at 25. It looks like it could go up to 35, 36 if it doesn't. It's got to break out above 28 and you could be in good shape.
Well, that's my pick of the week. So again, I didn't do any active trading the last week. I did trim. I pulled the hedges out and took it to the bush. A lot of people were asking me, hey, why did you trim this? Why did you trim that? I'm always looking to actively trim positions. So you got to take profits, even if they're little ones. And I like to take multiple bushes and trim a little bit from here, trim a little bit from there, and then come up with a round number and then just bank it. So I did do
Our
that.
last guest loves to trim a little bush too.
She does indeed.
I hope, unless she got one of those.
Hey,
snakes
that is a genre that I will admit once in a while.
fur bush, big furry
Yeah,
bush.
once in a while I will do a little
They're tough to
Googling.
find, man. They are
Right.
really tough to find.
Not at all. I like the hair. I like the hair on the front, but not on the back. Is that weird?
No. Here, I'm gonna give you some advice, Evan. You could do this. If you hook up with a chick that does have just a freak bush, just know you pulled action when she didn't think it was gonna happen that night. She's like, "No, I'm not getting laid tonight. I'm just gonna go out here with a bush that looks like it has schizophrenia," and then
Like, are you-
bang! She's
like, are you
like, "This guy's
talking-
got the goods.
That's a
It's
compliment.
hammer time." She's like, "Welcome to my haunted house." That's what's going
Like,
on there.
are you
Evan, I got
talking-
one more suggestion.
Are you
Join
talking
a
full
gym or a
broccoli?
dojo. That's my thing. Dude, we're getting in martial arts. Join a martial arts.
Oh, bet.
That's how you get it. That's how, not only financially, but spiritually, we want you to grow. Join
Hey.
a martial art.
By the
Hook me up with
way-
Eddie.
By the way, have you guys never been in that situation where you hooked up with somebody and you were like, I'm not putting my dick in this bush? Because
no.
I handle the situation like a gentleman. I
You
walk.
get Manscaped. And
No.
Are you talking
no.
are you talking like full broccoli?
Yeah. I mean, I will admit there's been a few times in my life where I said, I'll be right back. And then re-entered the bedroom with a bowl of hot water and some shaving cream and a Mach 3 and taking
and a bottle of vinaigrette dressing.
No, sometimes you just got to take the situation into your own hands, and
My
whatever.
brother literally hooked up with a girl and brought her home, and he had no lube and he was a little intoxicated. So he grabbed a bottle of Paul Newman's vinaigrette.
All profits to charity. I much respect that move.
Well, I'll
And
tell you
by
what.
the way, dude, I was once at a gas station and
Once.
I was just pumping gas. I went in, on the bottom rack was douche. Who's buying douche at a gas station? Not
What?
even a 7-Eleven or an AM/PM.
Good
They
It's
wait.
still make those?
$10 fucking gas. You go there only when it's the last stop.
By the way, I used to know this comic. He used to pronounce it Dush, and every time he would
Dush-
say Dush,
Dush
I
bag.
would just start crying. And that's how he thought it was pronounced. He was like, "My old lady, she's got a Dush tonight," and I was like,
What-
"What?"
What a
He's
dust
like-
bag.
She's got a Dush, and I was just dying. And I'm like, I couldn't even correct him because I didn't want to be that guy that's like, hey, that's not how you pronounce it. I just wanted to go through life walking around saying Dush. And then I did see him a couple years ago and he was still saying Dush.
No, man, that's bizarre. Jesus.
Yeah.
Dush.
All right. So hey man, great show this week.
Yep.
Neff and I might have a new client to represent in Hollywood.
I might need a new ear from this for the last hour and a half. It's not as easy as it looks.
I crushed.
Yeah.
Evan, why don't you bring us out? Hey guys, if you want to see my new special, go to samtripoli.com again. Check it out. samtripoli.com, my new special, and new tickets up for new shows. New tickets up for new shows at samtripoli.com. Hope you guys had a great time. Have a great week and bang them fatties. Take us out, Evan.
Real quick, shout out BG David in the southern state of Louisiana. Weather that storm, man. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Evan, go ahead.
Shout out Kanye.